Welcome to the Botswana University graduation for the graduating class of 2020. Graduation is a spectacular time where you're saying to the whole world that I have done it. So congratulations to all the graduates of Botswana University. Honorable Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Edwin Dicoloti, Vice Chancellor of Botswana University, Dr. Sheila Rajaram, Pro-Vice Chancellors, Deputy Pro-Vice Chancellors, Deans of Faculties, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Botswana University graduation ceremony. Shortly, I'm going to invite Dr. Sheila Rajaram, the Vice Chancellor of Botswana University, to give the welcome remarks. You see, Dr. Sheila Rajaram is an example that learning never stops. She's an inspiration to most of us. And it is an honor to me and to all of us who have gathered here today to welcome Dr. Sheila Rajaram. Dr. Sheila Rajaram.
Director of Ceremonies, Honorable Minister for Health and Wellness, Dr. Edwin Dicoloti, members of the Diplomatic Corps, CEOs and representatives of public and private organizations, employers of our graduates, Botswana University Board of Directors, our Advisory Council members, my co-workers at Botswana University, and of course, most importantly, the VIPs of today, the class of 2020, Botswana University graduates, and your families and friends. A very, very hearty congratulations to all our graduates. Yes, I also wish we were doing this as we have done it in the past, in a large hall, with all of you physically present. However, our chief guest today, the Honorable Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Dicoloti, will confirm that with this pandemic still ongoing, it is still very risky to hold large physical gatherings. I am so glad that we are able to exploit the power of technology to gather virtually to celebrate your success. Last year, we were among the first to host a virtual graduation, and I hope with that experience, our team have put together a better and a more interactive ceremony today that reaches out to a bigger audience. This graduation ceremony for our Botswana campus is indeed very important as we celebrate your success in the company of your family, friends, your faculty, and your future employers. This special day marks the beginning of a new journey as you build your careers and your personalities. Today, we have over 600 graduates across various disciplines. This includes nearly 100 graduates who took advantage of our distance learning and blended online platforms, and 50 graduates from master's and postgraduate programs. This pandemic has caused a major change to the way we teach and the way we learn. In the last 1 year, you have had to change the way you studied, and perhaps also how you are searching for jobs. While any change causes discomfort, trust me, this experience during this pandemic will make you stronger, resilient, and more future ready. While it is true that the pandemic will eventually fade, and there is no doubt that its impact will continue into the future, the world of work is going to dramatically change. And trust me, this is not happening just in the Western countries or in the developed world. It's happening everywhere and in Africa as well. Firstly, There are three trends that we need to watch for in a post-COVID world in terms of work. The first trend is that hybrid, remote ways of working are going to continue to grow. I mean, personally, I can tell you, while most of us at Botho have worked from home quite a bit this year, we have actually been more productive, we have networked like never before, and have done more research and have built stronger collaborations without traveling at all. This trend of remote working or hybrid working, as they may call it, opens up global job markets to every one of you. Because companies are now hiring the best people from a global pool of talent. As an example of this, we are already seeing this new phenomenon of virtual internships and virtual job placements across the globe for many of our students and graduates. And the university is actually supporting this and promoting it. In your search for a job, I ask you to look beyond the borders. Have a strong virtual presence. And as I must, however, warn you, remote working calls for a lot more discipline and a focus on quality delivery of your tasks. The second trend that is accelerated by the pandemic is that the world, and also here in Africa, we are going to witness an immense growth in e-commerce with the demand for online services, online education, telemedicine. I mean, you name it, everything is going online. This also fuels a third trend, whereby more and more companies will use automation, will use artificial intelligence to provide services to their customers in remote parts of the economies by bringing about more self-service options and increased choices. Let us not for a moment believe that some of these trends are still far away and we are not going to feel it in Africa. They are already here. In fact, e-commerce is here today. It is predicted that e-commerce in Africa could go up to $75 billion in the next 4 years. There are some success stories already, for platforms such as Jumia, Dicoloti. We now even have Botswana-based companies such as Ponateho online market. These changes are seen across sectors, and they are now, even in the banking sector, there are online-only banks delivering service to more than 1 million customers. These changes, dear graduates, are real, and they open up a whole new world of work for you. While these trends will change conventional brick-and-mortar jobs, particularly at the lower end, they will also bring in new jobs, such as those in technology development, innovation, management of technology, and e-commerce related distribution networks, and of course, the last mile delivery. These trends, of course, create enormous opportunities for new age entrepreneurial ventures as our African communities are demanding more access to services. So I ask you to roll up your sleeves and look into your communities. There are a great deal of services that can be offered, and go there instead of looking at the cities and the urban locations. So, how can you take advantage of this rapidly changing future of work? To begin with, I ask you to keep growing what I call your skill stack. The more skills you have, the more valuable you become to employers. And the future of jobs is such that employers will increasingly pay for skills, not bodies. The more you can deliver, the more valuable you become. And one will see increasingly flexible kind of working, temporary kind of working. So be prepared for these changes right from today. Those days are gone when you went into a job, stayed there for 30, 40 years, took a pension and retired. We are going into an era where gig work is going to be more common. I mean, you go in there, deliver a service, get paid, get out. You do a good job, your reputation spreads, and other people want to use you. I would say that build your skill stack during these times of change. Build upon the foundation of your degrees. This is not the end. This is, in fact, just the beginning. There are numerous professional certifications that you can acquire, and these can make you more attractive and valuable to employers. Success will require a determination on your part to adopt lifelong learning, to keep developing yourself ahead of others. As you chart your path in life, you will need to constantly tap into what you learned as a Botho graduate, the Botho graduate profile, those attributes that you learned while educating with us. I urge you to use them. I urge you to continue to learn to communicate effectively, both in writing and in speech. Embrace the use of technology and become more change-ready. And I ask you to become more societally inclined. Make sure that you don't compromise on your integrity. These values will stay with you for very long and really give you an easier way to success. Of course, when we work in a virtual open world, you need to become more open-minded to other cultures and to other ways of working. Look beyond the borders. I urge you again to tap into this huge growing African market. Africa has to grow, and you can use this growth to pursue your goals and dreams in life. It is a great source of joy for me and all my colleagues at Botho when we hear your success stories. Recently, about 50 of your colleagues competed and won scholarships for the BU Masters programs. We have supported many of our alumni to apply for other overseas scholarships. And we have success stories for those studying master's programs in China. And I think the most recent success is this young lady who graduated in 2018, who has secured a scholarship to study for a master's program at the prestigious Carnegie Mellon University. A number of you have also participated in the various entrepreneurship development initiatives at Botho. I mean, our entrepreneurship lab, and there are other projects whereby we help our students and graduates start their new businesses, and we train them to do business. And the joy is that some of these startups are gaining Africa-wide recognition as they successfully pitch their businesses at various entrepreneurship accelerators and attract venture capital. This then opens up the world to them. You know, I want you to watch out for these trailblazers. I mean, the names that come to me at the top of my head are businesses like Organic Naturals, Healthy Delights, Budzi Jamso, and so many more that maybe I'm not remembering right now. These entrepreneurs need to be commended. They did not sit back and wait for a job to fall on their laps. Instead, by sheer hard work and perseverance, they are now employers in their own right, growing their businesses. I'm so pleased that BU initiatives to support our graduates to find meaningful jobs, to succeed in further studies, and with entrepreneurship training are paying off. I invite you to stay connected with the BU Alumni Association, watch that Facebook page and various other social media platforms that we use for job placement ads, for adverts for scholarships, and business training opportunities. We recently we worked with the British Council and did entrepreneurship training for almost 200 young entrepreneurs. We now have over 4,000 active participants on our alumni network, a growing network of smart BU graduates. As I said earlier, Africa needs to leapfrog, and it is you, our class of 2020, who can contribute to the shift by getting out of your comfort zone to implement innovative, interdisciplinary solutions to everyday problems in our communities. In closing, I also ask you to thank your faculty, your families and friends for the support they gave you to reach this very important milestone in your life. Let us together also thank our frontline and healthcare workers for protecting us through this pandemic. And let us say a word of prayer for all those that we have lost in this war with the virus. All of us at Botho University wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Ki aleboha, amodimo onne len lona kapula. May God be with you. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Dr. Edwin Dicoloti, Minister of Health and Wellness, who is going to be giving us a keynote address. You see, Dr. Dicoloti is an example that you gotta take a bull by the horns as he's spearheading this battle against COVID. So he's an inspiration to all of you, our graduates, to all of you, our young people, that when you get out there, when you face challenges, you gotta take a bull by the horns. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, let us welcome Dr. Honorable Edwin Dicoloti, Minister of Health and Wellness.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chairperson and members of the Board of Directors, Chairperson and members of the Advisory Council, Pro-Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Chief Executives and other representatives of public, private and parasocial organizations here present, senior management of Botho University, faculty and staff, graduating students present here, the parents, siblings and friends, greetings. Distinguished guests, it is a great honor for me to be a part of this second virtual graduation ceremony, following the first and historic one that you had in 2020. Let me start by congratulating all those who will receive the academic awards today and commend their families, all those who contributed, and the faculty for the support, sacrifice, and patience endured during the period of study. You are certainly indebted to this support network which provided a conducive environment for you to reach the stage of your academic journey. This graduation comes at a time in the history of civilization when the world is faced with the COVID-19 pandemic, known as COVID-19. This pandemic has put a strain on the global economy owing to restricted movement and interactions. This led to reduction in anticipated government revenue, which has a negative effect on funding of national development plans. Director of Ceremonies, entering the job market at such a time can therefore be both scary and exciting. Scary in the sense that you probably are thinking of how you will navigate the turbulent times. Notwithstanding this, I urge you to look beyond the obvious. Take your imaginations beyond the horizons, as the era of COVID-19 also offers an opportunity to embark on uncharted terrains for innovation and development in areas that have never been imagined before. These opportunities include, but are not limited to, more time in the advent of cancellations of major events and gatherings, which can be used to reflect on our habits and routines, to adopt new modes of adaptability, innovation, and creativity to address bureaucratic procedures and processes and enhance employee productivity, etc., etc. Therefore, it should be motivating and inspiring to be graduating at times like this, where the world is yearning for more innovative solutions to mitigate against challenges brought about by COVID-19. So, I am confident that Butu University has adequately prepared you for the challenges ahead. I'm reliably informed that Butu University has a firm focus on student employability by producing a globally employable, entrepreneurial graduate with knowledge, skills, competencies, and attitude to drive productivity growth and value creation in our economy. The university's graduate profile, commonly known as Butu Graduate Profile, or the BGP, aims to produce a Butu graduate that has absorbed critical 21st century skills, in addition to, of course, the core disciplinary knowledge. All the programs are practically industry-focused and have built-in semester-long internships and compulsory entrepreneurship and computing training. I truly believe that the years that you have spent here have helped you to be an industry-ready graduate. Director of Ceremonies, it is also gratifying to know that Butu University has developed partnerships with both regional and international institutions of repute, aimed at collaboration on various aspects such as curriculum design and development, research and development, and staff and student exchanges on a wider variety of academic areas. These partnerships include the University of Venda in the Republic of South Africa, Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden, DSBW Lorach University of Germany, to name but a few. It is encouraging to know that in the past, Butu University partnered with my ministry under the CDC project to assist in the rollout of the PIM system across all health facilities in the country. The project was over a period of 2 years, and graduates from Butu University assisted with the installations and training and support of users at all health facilities. Furthermore, I also learned that the Ministry of Health and Wellness has partnered with your institution in providing some internship places for students currently studying Bachelor of Science Honors in Health Information Management. In this regard, 130 students were placed in 2020, and another sizable number is being placed this year. This partnership will go a long way in helping my ministry to realize its digitization program and further help in development of knowledge economy. These partnerships must be promoted as they help bridge the gap between education providers and industry and give your graduates a competitive edge over others. Director of Ceremonies, It will be remiss of me if I fail to recognize the efforts made by Butu University in helping the government in its effort to fight the scourge of COVID-19. In this regard, I wish to commend you for having made contributions of over 1.7 million pula towards the COVID-19 fund in 2020. Of this contribution, I'm told that 150,000 pula was in cash and the rest in kind, and that contributions in kind were devoted to provision of free online training for teachers, trainers across various education levels, that is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Additionally, also heartwarming to learn that Butu University, as part of their corporate social responsibility, has taken up a primary school at Kubung and are assisting their students in their academic performances. Butu University has also adopted Hakatla village and works closely with the village leadership in providing support to the community. It is gratifying that there are over 800 graduates who will be receiving various academic awards this morning. The number includes those from blended and distance learning campus. This is a commendable job, not only to the graduates themselves, but to Butu University. More so that some of the students are graduating in postgraduate studies. Go out there and not only wait to be employed, but create employment for yourself and fellow countrymen. I once more wish to congratulate you for the wonderful achievements you have made and wish you all bright future as you serve your communities with diligence, commitment, and humility. In conclusion, Bagaetsu, COVID-19 still remains a threat. Please let us continue to adhere to all protocols to combat the spread of this deadly disease. Ke a leboga ka pula.
There is a Setswana saying that says, lebelo ga se la motho ga pele ke la monga lone, meaning you run your own race. And it is an honor today to announce those students who have actually ran their race with all that they got. The Best Student Awards. That as much as all of you have run together, that these students, they ran faster.
Dear Hospitality Management graduates, I'm super excited to congratulate you on your graduation day. I know it was not an easy journey, but with the help of your lecturers, you managed to walk it through. Like the Apostle Paul says, you have fought a good fight and you have kept the faith. Now it's your time to shine. As you delve into the job market, I want you to remember this. The greatest want of this world is the want of men and women who can neither be bought nor sold. Men and women who in their innermost souls are true and honest. Men and women who are true to duty as the needle is to the pole. Men and women who will stand for the right even though the heavens fall. We have given you all that is required for you to go out there to conquer the world. My words to you, the hospitality industry is there for you to conquer. Go there, establish businesses. If you happen to be employed, excel in whatever you do. Remember to embrace the Ubuntu spirit. With excellence, you will do it and you will conquer the world. I wish you all success in your endeavors, be it employment or starting your own business. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again.
On behalf of Faculty of Engineering Technology, I am honored and delighted to congratulate you, the class of 2020, for reaching a truly special milestone. This is the moment worthy of celebration. Also, please remember, this is just a beginning of your lifelong journey as a Botha University alumni. In coming days, I hope you will take a moment to acknowledge and thank those who supported you throughout the journey, the family, the friends, and the loved ones, and your teachers. Truly, you are an achiever, and you all made us proud. Please keep up the good work. I believe you can fly high to achieve your dreams. The sky is your limit. Once again, congratulations and best wishes. Stay blessed. Thank you very much.
On behalf of Faculty of Business and Accounting, I'm honored to be given this opportunity to you graduates of 2021. This is a special day for all of you and your families and friends. This is a lifelong achievement and a good milestone. And I would like you to go out there and shine. Please go and create employment and not to look for employment, as we all know that it is difficult to get employment. So I would like to urge you to go and create employment and become ambassadors for our Faculty of Business and Accounting, and also employ your colleagues who are still at school. Once again, congratulations and well done. Remain focused. Thank you.
Greetings and welcome to our graduation in the year 2021. I especially want to welcome every single one of you, our guests, esteemed guests, but especially our graduates in the Faculty of Health and Education, in the disciplines Master of Education in Higher Education, Postgraduate Diploma in Higher Education, Bachelor of Science Honors Degree in Health Information Management, and Bachelor of Education, Primary Education. My name is Pearson Chaurura. I'm the head of Department for the Health Information Management Program, and I'm standing in for the Dean of the faculty. It is my pleasure and singular honor on my own behalf and on behalf of my faculty to congratulate our proud graduates of 2021. It is particularly unique because of the circumstances that we find ourselves in the world over. Of course, that is the corona pandemic that we find ourselves in, and under which all of you undertook your studies. We are very much aware of the effort that you had to put in to cope with your studies, given these very difficult circumstances under which you undertook your studies. But today is testimony to your resilience, because you were able to conquer all the challenges that came with studying under these difficult conditions, which made it impossible sometimes to meet when you needed to meet. And of course, the technology challenges that come with it, because everybody is going online, and sometimes the resources are not enough, they're not sufficient. But today, we are proud to have you graduate, and we are so proud of you for working so hard and making it happen. Once again, I want to urge you, as you walk out into the world, which world has changed so much due to the circumstances that I've already alluded to. We are not going or walking into a world that we are so very used to. We are walking into a world which has changed and demands change from ourselves. And I am proud to say that we have no doubt whatsoever that you are well equipped and that you have what it takes to go out into the world and make a change and contribute to the changes that are taking place all around us. From the Faculty of Health and Education, Booth University, congratulations and well done. God bless you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to announce the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2020, Miss Karen Mbene.
Good day. My name is Karen Mbene, and I am a jewelry design graduate. I am grateful for this opportunity to be representing Booth University and the graduating class of 2020. First of all, I'd like to say all glory and honor to God, because without Him, I could not have made it this far. A huge thank you to every family for the great contribution to the success of each and every graduate that is here today. Thank you to Booth University staff and management, including each and every lecturer and mentor, whose hard work and support has been invaluable. It has been a remarkable experience studying at Booth University, and I believe we have all learned a lot in the past few years. There are a few words of encouragement I'd like to give to my fellow graduates. First of all, congratulations. I am someone who believes in the value of dreams. So dream big, but start where you are. Most people want to start at the top and then grow from there, but grow where you are planted. Flourish where you have been placed, knowing that the grass is always greener on the other side. Stay put and make things work so that your grass also becomes greener. Different faculties offer different experiences and remuneration, but do your best where you are and the rest will follow. To those who want to further their education, go for it. To those who want to gain industry experience, do that. But don't just sit back waiting for the best job opportunity for your career. It will come along as you start walking. Gone are the days of just looking for employment. It is time for creating employment as well. And in these past years, we have learned a lot about entrepreneurship and its relevance today. School at university has ended, but education has not. There's still so much that we have to learn about the industries that we each are venturing into. So find a mentor and be ready to sacrifice for your dream, even if it means volunteering for a while. And because competition is fierce, find a gap to fill in your industry. I believe that each and every one of us has a purpose. Today we stand as graduates from different fields, ready to start our careers. Do not let the current global situation limit your thinking in terms of what you can achieve. Many of the great companies today actually started in periods of recession, and HP, Microsoft, and Disney are a few to name. Also, in everything that you do, do not leave God out, because if He is not in it, it will not prosper. 4.5 years have come and gone by so quickly. Life is so short and precious is each moment, hence the need for time management. This also comes with the setting of goals, be it long-term or short-term. I believe goal setting is important, but please prioritize what is actually important to you in the long run. I am proud to say that studying at Booth University has helped me gain some of the career, personality, and sociable traits that are needed to be successful in life after school. Let us continue in leadership, excellence, and innovation. Finally, congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. I am happy that we share this journey of a lifetime together, and thank you to all of those who helped us along the way.
A beautiful day like this one cannot really be complete without some motivational remarks, especially to you, the graduating class of 2020. So let's welcome one of your own, Me Lorato Mereki, who's a graduate of BSc Honors in Health Information Management. Let us welcome Lorato Mereki with a round of applause.
Good morning to the Booth University community. My name is Lorato Mereki and I am a graduate of the class of 2020, as well as the previous SRC member, and I was the Secretary General. My stay at Booth University to me will go down in history as one of the best things to have ever happened to me. The extremely high highs and the devastatingly low lows have turned me into the lady that you see in front of you today. The highlights of my stay at Booth University, like I have previously mentioned, are being a part of the SRC 2 years in a row, which is an experience that I'm extremely grateful for because I learned so much and it has opened my eyes to so many things that I didn't know anything about. I was also honored and privileged to win the Booth Graduate Profile Ambassador of the Year award, and I'm also on the cover of the school internship logbook. Yes, kids, that's me. And all the while being able to maintain a great GPA. Being a student at Booth University has taught me to take advantage of all of the opportunities I was exposed to. Because in life, you regret 100% of the chances you don't take. And I am way too young to live a life full of regrets. Booth University will definitely expose you to an environment where you can be the best version of yourself by giving you access to amazing scholarship opportunities, leadership opportunities, business opportunities, as well as networking opportunities. And I believe that it is up to each and every one of us to take advantage of all of the opportunities you are exposed to the best of your abilities. To my fellow graduates, I don't really have much to say other than the fact that you need to be true to who you are. Don't wait to be noticed, but rather be unapologetic about the person you are becoming, and don't be afraid to take up space. Remember that sometimes it is okay to not be okay as long as you use those minor speed bumps to dust yourself off, get back up, and keep on grinding. And in the words of one of my favorite artists, as well as the greatest performer of all time, Beyonce, she says, don't just think about the things that you want to achieve, but rather be about it. Be about that action. So I hope that you take these words with you, keep them with you, and give them hell out there. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I love you, Mom and Dad.
Wow! What a beautiful graduation ceremony this has been. This has been lovely. You'd all agree with me. It is therefore appropriate at this time that we invite Mr. Kholekanyisitume, Deputy Pro Vice Chancellor Communications, to give a vote of thanks to all our guests and to the graduating class of 2020. Re Kholekanyisitume.
Director of Ceremonies, Honorable Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Edwin Dicoloti, members of the Diplomatic Corps here present, Chairperson and members of the Buthu Board of Directors, Chairperson and members of the Advisory Council, Pro-Chancellor of Buthu University, Vice-Chancellor of Buthu University, all the captains of industry who are here present, and senior representatives from government departments, parastatal organizations, senior management of Buthu University, faculty and staff members, graduating class of 2020, your parents, siblings and friends who are here, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, ke a le dumedisa mo mosong o ka pula. It gives me a great pleasure to give a vote of thanks after such a very wonderful graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Let me from the onset thank the Honorable Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Edwin Dicoloti, for having found time to grace this occasion and also giving such wonderful words of wisdom to our graduates. It is gratifying to note, sir, that despite the fact that you are highly committed, especially that your ministry leads in the fight against one of the worst pandemics in human history, you still found time to be here to officiate at this graduation ceremony. Your presence and your warm words of a beacon of hope to us as an institution and the graduates, especially as they enter the next chapter of their lives. I also wish to acknowledge and recognize the strategic leadership provided by our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sheila Rajaram, and her entire management team for guiding Buthu University to be a force to reckon with in higher education, not only in Botswana, but in the entire SADC region. That through her able leadership, BU has grown from humble beginnings to its present state, where it is now a multidisciplinary institution with presence not only in Botswana, but in 3 other SADC countries, as well as blended and distance learning. To the graduates, you have come a long way. You have faced some hurdles and challenges in your academic journey, which you overcame for you to be here today. A very big congratulations to you all. I also want to say a big thank you to your families for the support they've given you over the years of study, and the faculty for their contributions to make you reach this far in your academic journeys. As you have received awards today, I hope you will realize that you possess a great potential to make footprints wherever you will be. The world needs people like you who have demonstrated perseverance and commitment to excellence against all odds, particularly in this era of COVID-19. Let me say a special thank you to the organizing team led by our marketing and communications department for having put up such an excellent virtual graduation event. As you heard from the Vice Chancellor, this is the second such an event after having actually held a historic event of this nature last year, where we set the pace for the entire sector. Special thank you to all the dignitaries who graced this occasion today. May God bless you all. And as I close my word of thanks, let me say to the graduates that today was a very special day indeed. It was a day where the sun had shone, the birds had sung, the wind blew. And today we pray also for tomorrow. The graduation opens another door to another time. And as God has led you in the past, I know that He will lead you into the future. And may God therefore give you the focus that you need and the clarity around your calling, so that you can go out there and fulfill your passions and your purposes. Amodimo alesego hatse kapula.
We have now come to the end of our program for today. And to you, the graduates, I would like to close off today's program with this. Keep running. Never stop running. If you're going to stop running today, then you will be left behind. So remember these words as you walk on about, wherever you're going to be in life. Keep running. It is the runners who actually win at the end. To the graduating class of 2020, I think it is appropriate for all of us at this time to say, hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! All the best, guys.